Hi, hello guys. This is Vijay, chemistry lecturer from Aileba Junior College. As you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that, we are discussing about Unit 2 atomic structure, few practice numericals. In that category, today we are going to discuss few more practice numericals. Let's start. So now look at this next question, guys. Calculate the energy in kilocalorie per mole of the photons of an electromagnetic radiation of wavelength 7600 Armstrong. Let us see how to solve this problem. So according to this question, you see lambda value that is given 7600 Armstrong. Yes, so this has to be converted into centimeter, that is 7600 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeter. Okay. Similarly, C value, C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of centimeter we have converted. So similarly, the C value also to be converted into centimeter, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 10 centimeter per second. Okay. Next, frequency. So frequency, we are using the formula, that is nu is equal to C by lambda. So C value that is there is 3 into 10 to the power of 10 centimeter per second by 7600 into 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeter lambda value. Centimeter to be cancelled, and simplifying this we could get 3.947 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. So this is what frequency. Okay. Now energy of one photon, let us find. Energy of one photon. Yes, energy of one photon is nothing but we are using the formula as h nu, that is h stands for Planck's constant multiplying with nu value, that is frequency. Okay. So here we are going to consider for Planck's constant as erg second, because all we have used the lower level values. Okay. So 6.62 into 10 to the power of minus 27 erg second into 3.947 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. These both we should multiply. So simplifying this, we could get the value, that is 2.61 into 10 to the power of minus 12 erg. So this is what actually, this is the energy of one photon. Energy of one photon. Now let us find for energy of 1 mole photon. Yes, energy of 1 mole photon. So 1 mole photon, that is nothing but, mole stands for Avogadro value, yes, Na. So applying the Avogadro value to multiply with this energy of 1 photon value, we could get energy of 1 mole photon. So that is nothing but 2.61 into 10 to the power of minus 12 into Avogadro value, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. This both we should multiply. Multiplying that, we could get the energy of 1 mole photon. Okay, that is nothing but 15.71 into 10 to the power of 11 erg. Okay, so this is what the energy of 1 mole photon. Now this we should convert for energy of 1 mole photon in kilocalorie. This value we are going to convert into kilocalorie. So kilocalorie value we should know first. 1 kilocalorie value, that is nothing but, that is equal to 4.185 into 10 to the power of 10 erg. So this is what 1 kilocalorie. Now the given value to be divided with 1 kilocalorie value, so that we could get the answer in energy of 1 mole of photon in kilocalorie. That is nothing but 15.71 into 10 to the power of 11 by kilocalorie value, that is 4.185 into 10 to the power of 10. Yes. Simplifying this, we could get the value, that is 37.5. That is nothing but the kilocalorie per mole. Okay. 38 kilocalorie per mole. By this way we can find the energy of 1 mole of photon in kilocalorie. Okay. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. So now look at this next question, guys. Electromagnetic radiation of wavelength 242 nanometer is just sufficient to ionize the sodium atom. Calculate the ionization energy in kilojoule per mole, and here the Planck's constant value to be considered as joule second. Let us see how to solve this problem. So here lambda value, yes, lambda value that is given in the question 242 nanometer, to be converted into meter, that is 242 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Yes. Next C value, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. That is the value for C. Now let us find the value of energy. Yes, E is equal to h nu, that is equal to h into C by lambda, using the formula. So h value here we are going to consider for joule second, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule per second, joule second, into C value, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by lambda value, that is 242 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Simplifying this, we could get the value 0.082 into 10 to the power of minus 17 joule. Okay. Now this joule to be converted into kilojoule. Okay. Very simple, adding of 3 zeros to the power, that is 0.082 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joule. We have converted into kilojoule. Yes. So kilojoule is nothing but 1 kilo is nothing but 1000. So 3 zeros to be added here, kilojoule. Now simplifying this, we could get the energy per mole for ionization, we will get, that is 493.6. Simplifying this, kilojoule per mole we will get. Yes, by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. So now look at this next question, guys. Find the number of quanta of radiations of frequency 4.67 into 10 to the power of 13 per second that must be observed in order to melt 5 gram of ice. The energy required to melt 1 gram of ice, which is given here as 333 joule. Let us see how to solve this problem. So energy required to melt 5 gram of ice, that is 5 into 333. So 5 into 333, that is 1665 joule. Okay. Energy associated with one quantum. Energy associated with one quantum. So energy associated with one quantum, that is nothing but h nu. H stands for Planck's constant, 6.62 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into nu value. So nu value, that is nothing but frequency, that is 4.67 into 10 to the power of 13. Okay. Now simplifying this, we could get the energy associated with one quantum. Yes, that is 30.91 into 10 to the power of minus 21 joule. This is what energy associated with one quantum. Now number of quanta required to melt 5 gram of ice. Let us see how to do this. Okay. So that is nothing but 1665 joule divided by, yes, 30.91 into 10 to the power of minus 21. Simplifying this, we could get 53.8 into 10 to the power of 21. Yes, this is what actually the number of quanta which require for melting 5 gram of the ice. So 53.8 into 10 to the power of 21. Okay. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Now look at this next question, guys. Calculate the wavelength of the spectral line when the electron in the hydrogen atom undergoes a transition from the energy level 4 to the energy level 2. So let us see how to solve this problem. According to this question, we must use for the Rydberg equation. So what is Rydberg equation? 1 by lambda into R. R stands for Rydberg constant is equal to 1 by x square minus 1 by y square. Yes. So here Rydberg constant, that is value for the Rydberg constant, that is 109678 centimeter per centimeter, and x value, here this x value stands for the energy levels. Okay, x value and y value, these both are stands for energy level. So according to the question, you see x value that is 2 and y value that is 4. Okay, that means what? The energy that is getting to be transited from the energy level 4 to the energy level 2. Okay, yes, this is the value. Applying the values in the formula, that is 1 by lambda is equal to 109678 into 1 by x square. 1 by x square value is 2 square minus y square, that is 1 by 4 square. 2 squares are 4, 4 squares are 16. Okay, that means 1 by lambda is equal to 109678, yes, 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16. Now this we should simplify so that we could get 109678 is equal to, yes, simplifying this we will get into 3 by 16. Yes, simplifying this we could get the wavelength lambda value. Okay, so simplifying this we could get the wavelength, that is 483 nanometer. By this way you can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Now look at this next question, guys. A bulb emits light of the wavelength lambda value, that is 4500 Armstrong. The bulb is rated as 150 watt and 8% of the energy is emitted as light. How many photons are emitted by the bulb per second? Let us see how to solve this problem. So energy emitted, yes, energy emitted by the bulb per second, by the bulb per second. So energy emitted by the bulb per second, that is 150 into 8 by 100 joule. Okay. Now energy of one photon, energy of one photon, that is we are using the formula hc by lambda. So h stands for Planck's constant, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into c value, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by lambda value, yes, that is 4500 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Simplifying this we could get 4.42 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Okay, now let n photons be evolved per second. We don't know. Okay, so number of photons. So let n photons be evolved per second. That is nothing but n into 4.42 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, that is equal to 150 into 8 by 8 by 100. Simplifying this, we could get the value for n. So simplifying this, we will get the n value, that is nothing but 27.2 into 10 to the power of 18. So this is what the n value, n photons to be evolved per second. N value, that is nothing but 27.2 into 10 to the power of 18. So by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Okay, now look at this next question, guys. How many moles of photon would contain sufficient energy to raise the temperature of 225 gram of water at 21 degrees Celsius to 96 degrees Celsius? Specific heat of water is 4.18 joule per gram per Kelvin, and frequency of the light radiation is used as 2.45 into 10 to the power of 9 per second. Let us see how to solve this problem. According to this question, you see energy associated with 1 mole of photon, that is Avogadro number, yes, that is n dot into h into mu. That is nothing but the value for Avogadro 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 into h stands for Planck's constant, 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into V value, that is 2.45 into 10 to the power of 9. So simplifying this, we could get the energy associated with 1 mole of photon, that is 97.727 into 10 to the power of minus 2 joule per mole. Okay. Now, energy required to raise the temperature of 225 gram of the water by 75 degrees Celsius. Okay. Energy required to raise the temperature of 225 gram of water by 75 degree Celsius, that is m into s into t. What is this m s t? Let us see. Okay. So here m into s into t. M stands for mass, okay, mass of the water, that is given 225, into s stands for specific heat given in the question, that is 4.18, into t stands for temperature, that is 75 degrees Celsius. Simplifying this, we could get 70.537 joule. Okay. Now, number of moles of photons require, that is number of moles of photons required, that is mst divided by Avogadro value, that is n dot h nu, that is equal to, applying all the values given in the question. Okay. So that is 70.537 joule by this value, that is 97.757 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Simplifying this, we could get the number of moles of photons which we require. Okay. So number of photons which are required is 7.22 into 10 to the power of 4 mole. This is what the number of moles of photons which require. Okay. Yes, by this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Now look at this next question, guys. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll A absorbs light of wavelength 440 nanometer and emits light of wavelength 670 nanometer. What is the energy available for photosynthesis from the absorption and emission of the mole of photons? Let us see how to solve this problem. According to this question, we are going to find the changing of energy, delta E. Okay. The difference between absorbed energy and the evolved energy during photosynthesis. Let us see. So according to this, yes, NHC by lambda, this is nothing but absorbed energy. Okay. This to be subtracted with the evolved energy, minus NHC by lambda. Okay. Yes. Now bring this NHC common, NHC, that is equal to 1 by lambda absorbed, yes, 1 by lambda absorbed minus 1 by lambda emitted, evolved or emitted. Okay. Applying all the values here, we could get the answer. N value, Avogadro value, okay, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 into H value, that is Planck's constant, 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into C value, that is speed of the light, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 into 1 by lambda, yes, absorbed value, that is 1 by lambda absorbed, that is what, 440 into 10 to the power of minus 9 minus 1 by lambda of emitted light. So that is what, 670 into 10 to the power of minus 9. These both relation we are going to find. Okay. Simplifying this, we could get that value, that is 0.1197. So simplifying this, we could get that 0.1197 into 2.272 into 10 to the power of 6. This is what absorbed value, and emitted value, that is minus 1.492 into 10 to the power of 6. Okay. Simplifying this, we could get the changing of energy value, that is delta E. So delta E value we will get by simplifying this, 0.0933 into 10 to the power of 6 joule per mole. Okay. That is nothing but 93.3 yes kilojoule per, converting this value into kilojoule per mole. Kilo value, that is nothing but 3 digits. Okay. 1, 2, 3 digits we have to move away, so that 93.3 kilojoule per mole value we will get. So this is what delta E value, that is what, changing of energy between the absorbed and the emitted energy during photosynthesis. By this way we can solve this problem. So far, guys, we have discussed a few practice numericals from unit 2 atomic structure, and this particular chapter we will continue with one more video along with few more numericals. Until then, thank you guys.